Welcome back to another tutorial, guys. It's been a long time. I've actually been busy doing one or two things, but today's video is the cutting and sewing of this train dress. You can see, so this is a mermaid dress with a cut together tail. So if this sounds like what you're interested to learn, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video as always. And also, my name remains Jenny, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for my returning subscriber. So let's get into it. Welcome back again, soulmates. So guys, this is the fabric I'm going to use for today's tutorial. So this is a Duchess material and is a wine color, and I also have this lining right here. So this is the lining I'm going to use to line it up. So the first thing now is to go ahead and fold your fabric. So I'm going to fold my fabric on the floor because my table is not wide enough. For the length of this fabric we are working with is 60 inches. So the length is 16 inches. Then I'm going to fold it this way. So let's assume this is the length. So just go ahead and fold it this way, okay? Then if you are working with an Ankara fabric, you are going to fold it like this, okay? Just fold it this way if you are working with an Ankara fabric, because we all know that Ankara fabric, the length is always 45 inches. So for this, since it's 16 inches, I'm going to fold it this way, okay? So the length is going to be enough for what I'm going to use it for, okay? So I'm going to just roll out the starting line. So this is going to be the waistline. Then from that waistline, I'm going to come down by 8 inches. So this 8 inches is the hip line. So just go ahead and come down by your hip length, okay? From that waistline, I'm going to also mark 16 inches. And so 16 inches is going to be the knee line, okay? So go ahead and mark out your knee line. So we are going to solve a little mathematics right here. So the length of the gown of this person is 59 inches. Then 59 inches minus the half length, okay? So the half length is 16. Then I got 43. Then I'm going to add extra 3 inches because she's going to wear a high heel shoe. So I'm going to just add 3 inches to it. Then I'm going to add 1 inch to that, to the 3 inches, making 4 inches. So 4 inches plus the 43 inches, making 47 inches. So 47 inches is going to be the skirt length, okay? I'm working with. So this is a gown. So the bottom part is the skirt length, which is 47 inches. So if you don't understand it, please go ahead and play it back one more time again for you to actually get this part. It's very, very important, okay? After rolling out the lines, I'm going to just connect the points this way, okay? Just connect it. So these are the lines. Then on the waistline, go ahead and divide your waist measurement by 4. Add your 2 inches stitching allowance. Then on the hip line, hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches stitching allowance, okay? Then I'm going to just connect it from the waistline to the hip line like this all the way. You can see the nice shape I'm having there. So on the hip line, I'm going to measure out what I have there and place it on the knee line, okay, like this. Then I'm going to subtract 1.5 inches to that to give me this nice shape you can see right here, okay? So go ahead and subtract 1.5 inches to your hip line. Whatsoever you have at the hip line, subtract 1.5 inches to get at the knee line. Now from the knee line, measure it, whatsoever you have there, place it on the hemline, okay, like this. Then on that hemline, I'm going to add extra 10 inches. This 10 inches is going to be for the A line, okay? So I'm going to just add it and I'm going to just connect it to the knee line like this. So you can see what we have right here. So at this part, at the knee line, go ahead and curve it properly so that you don't have like a sharp point at that knee area, okay? Then at the hemline, I'm going to go up by 1 inch towards this part to take away this pointed part. Then I'm going to just curve it this way like this. So you can see what I'm doing. just go ahead and do yours like that. After getting the nice shape I want, the next thing to do now is to cut this out. So guys, after cutting it guys, I'm going to just notch this nail line. Okay, just go ahead and make a tiny notch at the nail line, okay. Then also at the midpoint, which is the center front, I'm going to also notch it right there. So this is what the front pattern is looking like. So right now I'm going to place this on another fabric to cut out the back pattern. So guys, this is the fabric I've folded into two, and you all know that this fabric is wider than that of the front. Okay, so go ahead and fold a very wide fabric for the back. Then I'm going to place the front like this. So remember, I folded my fabric into two, okay, for the back. So place the front on the fabric like this. So after placing the front towards the center front, I left about 19 inches right there. So this 19 inches is going to be for the tail. So the standard for the tail is supposed to be 20, but this is what I have to work with. Okay, so mine is 19 inches, which is almost 20 inches. So you can add more than that 20 to have a fuller tail. Then at the nail part, I'm going to mark 1 inch for the zip allowance. So at the hip, I'm going to mark 2 inches, and also at the waistline, I'm going to mark 2 inches. So after marking it, I'm going to just connect it this way. You can see the shape. So just notch the zip area, because the zip area is having a curve at the back, and also the side of the back is also curvy. So go ahead and notch out the zip so that you will not make mistake by the time you are stitching it down. Okay, so after getting this now, I'm going to just measure the length of the front. You can see, then I'm going to just place it this way. So just go ahead and measure the length of the front piece and get the length. So this is the length. Now from that length, I'm going to add 5 inches. So this is how my client wants it. She does not want it to be too full. But if you want your train to be too full, what you are going to do is to add extra 10 inches to that, or 7 inches will be okay. Okay, so this is what we have. Now I'm going to just curve it at the side like this to meet the center back. You can see what I'm doing. Just curve it, give it a nice shape. You can see you can actually do this with your free hand, like the way I'm doing right now. So you can see that I came down a little bit towards the center back for the tail. After doing that, now I'm going to just connect from the nail length down to the hem of the tail. So you can see. So after connecting it, this part, I'm going to take away any sharp points at that part. So just curve it. You can see what I'm doing. Just curve it this way. So after doing that, guys, I'm going to just cut this out. So this is very simple and very easy, okay, to achieve. So there is also another way to achieve a fuller, like when you say a fuller tail. So in our next video, by God's grace, we are going to be treating on that. Okay, so this is just like, you don't want the tail to be too full, but if you want it to be fuller, like the one they normally use on a wedding dress, there's a way you have to cut it. So if this sounds like what you would like to learn, lay it on the comment section below and let me know. Okay, so that is going to be another tutorial on its own, because the way of cutting it is actually different from this. Okay, so the cutting process of that one I'm talking about is different from the way you cut this. particular one. Okay, so after doing that, now I'm going to take away half inch at the center front like we normally do. You know, the front is not straight, so this is it, guys. You can see what we are having for the front and what we are having for the back. Okay, now to get the length of the lining, so this is not going to have a full lining. Okay, so I'm going to come down by 2 or 3 inches. I actually came down by 3 inches plus the hemming of the lining, so making 3 inches from the nail line. Okay, so that is where the length of the lining is going to stop. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out the lining, and this is what it's looking like. So I'm going to just hem it and fold it this way like this. So just go ahead and fold it up. Then after that, I'm going to place it on the main fabric, stitch up the sides alone. Don't stitch the waistline and the bottom part. Okay, so just the sides. Then you flip it to the right side, then you flip it to the right side, and you top stitch at the waist area. So I'm going to do the same thing for the back piece. Okay, so guys, after stitching it down, this is what we have. So this is the 2 pieces for the back. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to just stitch up the zip area. Then also remember to take out your dart for the back. So for the front, you don't need to take out your dart for the front skirt. Okay, because of the kind of fabric we are working with. So I'm going to just go down by 7 inches for the zipper. So I'm going to come down by 7 inches, stitch it down all the way to the end. So this is what I'm trying to say. Come down by 7 inches. Okay, so the stitches from that 7 inches all the way to the hem is going to be tight. Okay, so from the waist to the 7 inches is going to be a loose stitch, because I'm going to open it up later to add my zipper. I hope you understand. So I'm going to just stitch it all the way like this by 1 inch. So guys, this is the front. This is what it's looking like. So guys, this is the back. I'm done. This is what we are having. You can see the darts. You can see how it's looking all clean and neat. So this is the tail. You can see. So just go ahead and hem the tail. So the next thing now to do is, if you normally prepare your skirt before adding the top part, you can go ahead and stitch up the skirt. Place the front piece to the back piece and stitch it up at the side with your measurement. Okay, but for me, I'm going to leave it open until the top part is ready. Then I'm going to just add it up, and it's going to form a very beautiful gown. So if you would like to see that tutorial on how I made a monostrap top for these beautiful mermaid skirts, you can just go ahead and check it out in the channel. So this is what it looks like. So this is the monostrap. These are the sleeves. You can see this tutorial is loaded. The cutting and the stitching part is just on one video. Okay, so this is how beautiful the gown is going to turn out. So this is it, guys. Is it not looking beautiful? It's really looking nice. So this is the A line and this is the tail. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you for always stopping by. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. Thank you for your well wishes. Thank you for checking after me. I love you guys so much. Bye for now.